It's been easy for me over 35 years of working in the equipment industry to see a lot of equipment companies come and go, and very large global companies just get larger and larger. And it appeared to me that a couple of things were getting out of sync in America. One was the larger companies were focused on status quo, enhancements to the product, not innovation so much. And smaller companies that were focused on innovation just simply found it too difficult to compete. Much of America is wore out. It's 100 years old, 200 years old, many of those things in the ground, it's worn out. And we're behind. And so many of our communities are looking to rebuild themselves, not only as a community, but their infrastructure. So the mobile power station is one of those zero-emission vehicles that's all electric, but it carries enough electricity, literally a battery on wheels, that allows us to distribute that energy to people that normally don't have a grid that's available. This could be in agricultural settings or mining, but any workplace that is looking for electricity, the mobile power station is able to retrieve, charge up, and then deliver that energy to those places. Being able to be, vehicle to building or vehicle to vehicle, charge up other vehicles. It also means we can use that energy to do more than just work, but to be supplying energy for venues that are on sensitive areas, noise sensitive areas where noise is a problem, emissions is perhaps a problem as well. But being able to have that clean, quiet energy for music concerts, for wedding venues, for any places like that, being able to distribute energy for work and for events. Mobile power stations do represent mobile grid storage, being able to collect energy and put it on wheels. And with that, it's about work and providing power to different events, but very importantly, able to respond appropriately to disasters. And looking at one mobile power station with 500 kilowatt hours, just a few examples of what that really does mean, whether it might be a cell tower or a gas station. But really what this is trying to imply is that one mobile power station or several mobile power stations can be the beginning of a microgrid, a mobile microgrid that can be moved from place to place on an as-needed basis and provide electricity to facilities or people that are needing energy. Mobile power stations are able to be configured with different levels of battery storage, up to 500 kilowatt hours. So a fleet of mobile power stations, some may have 125 kilowatts on board, they may have 250, 375, 500. But the point is you can have multiple mobile power stations tethered together to collect and share all of their energy together to a mobile microgrid. So the mobile power station has the ability to obviously be charged from level 2 chargers from the grid and level 3 superchargers from the grid, which is great. By being able to choose when you can grab electricity from the grid in off-peak times or convenient times, we can take that AC power in and charge up our DC batteries. But it also means that we can grab electricity from other sources. It could be solar, it could be wind, it could be biogas digesters. There's a lot of other alternative energies that are available that we're able to configure and bring that on board the mobile power station as DC or AC, and then reconfigure that, invert that with inverters, and export it in the right type of energy. But really, it's about work. The machine is able to not only have energy for working year-round, but energy to run hydraulics so that we're able to run hydraulic attachments and work season to season, week to week in different work environments. So most of the equipment that I'm familiar with after 35 years has been equipment that's always gone into the public works side of things. Cities, counties, national parks, border patrol, on and on and on. And working with those people, I've been able to witness a real passionate desire, a sincere one, of trying to maintain the community. But that same technology, which allows us to be so good at that, makes it perfect for emergency response. So that on the other side, the unplanned events, the things that are surprises and disasters, public officials can quickly configure the machine appropriately for the flood, the blizzard, the snow, the fire, the hurricane, and get the machine configured correctly into the public for public safety. Can be completely zero emission, full electric, and the configurability is still that, in that you can configure how much electricity do you really want on the vehicle. And now you get to choose, do we want a hybrid vehicle with a diesel 60 kW generator on board? Do we want CNG? Do we want more batteries? Do we want a cab? That's all configurable. You don't have to make a decision and say, I'm going to have to order it that way, turnkey, and live with it for the next 12 years. The idea is this can flex as seasons change and as needs change. You can change that configuration. And certainly the ends of the vehicle can accept any attachment, any attachment.